Alright, and today I'm going to teach you how to kill your bone like a ninja. Now, if you've been keeping up on the show, you may have noticed a few weeks ago, 2 episodes ago if we're going to be precise, I reviewed a game from my nostalgic past. That game was Age of War, and I said it was okay. But then, I found the sequel. And that got me thinking, you know, in movies and other media, sequels are kind of a gamble. I mean, just take a look at, this is right off the top of my head, Star Wars Episode 4. Episode 4, first get this out of the way, I freaking love Star Wars, best thing ever. Anyway, Episode 4 first came out, people loved it, you know. It was like, oh, the greatest movie ever, you know. So, a sequel was a great risk. Same with, and it turns out the sequel is even better than the one before, and it made millions and millions of dollars. Even more so than the other one. Same thing with Terminator. Terminator 1. It was an okay movie. Terminator 2, freaking amazing. It's on my top movie list that I'll post it sometime. Yeah, don't worry about that one. But it could go the other way. For instance, off the top of my head, Shrek 1. That was okay. Shrek 2. Hilarious. Shrek 3. Siskel and Ebert, 2 thumbs down. God rest their souls. Another example. It seems like it affects the third game or media a lot. I'm trying to think of a bad sequel off the top of my head. Well, all those Star Wars prequels can count. You know, it's really hard to think of bad sequels, but I know they exist. You know, if I had done some research instead of just coming up with this on the top of my head, ninja-like, or, you know, I would have. Anyway, so, point being, making a sequel to anything is a huge gamble. And it'll either bomb or rise to the glory of the whatever deity you believe in. Let's just say the gods. Whatever. I'm not going to get into that. Anyway, random rabbit trails aside, welcome to a new segment of my show that I like to call Return of the Sequel, or Revenge, depending. Now, Return of the Sequel is if the movie, if the game, the original game is going to be either mediocre or bad, and the sequel catapults it into the realms of amazing. Let's see, catapults in the realm of amazing. Like this poster, for example. See? Batman Begins, mediocre. Dark Knight, freaking amazing. Dark Knight Rises, yeah. You see, it's like the curse of the trilogy. Anyway, to make a long and drawn-out story short, Return will be if the sequel is good, and Revenge will be if it's bad. I'm kind of playing off that Star Wars thing, you know, Jedi don't take revenge, blah, blah, blah. Guido shot first, Han shot first, it doesn't matter. Where was I going with this? Oh, yes. So, our first segment, well, not first segment. Segue! Alright, so, let's get into Age of War 2 for a return of the sequel. Let's get to it.
Alright. So, Max. Freaking love that. Good job, this guy. Alright, today's game is Age of War 2. Thank you to YouTube user who suggested this. I said it earlier, but thank you again. Even though I can't really pronounce her name. Very sorry about that. Let's just go on easy so I can show you things. Okay, so it's basically Age of War again. But instead, you have... There's more... I'll just explain it later. Okay, so you have your normal, like, beater class. Well, no, that's your range. There's your beater. And then there's, like, a speedy class. There's also different turrets, different little evolution things. The animation's way better, and the AI can do that little stupid thing. So I'm just gonna spam some. You also have population, which is pretty weird, actually. And up here you have different upgrades for your units. You can upgrade your support damage. Right now I'm going to get an assault dino. Now there's something different about these assault things. See this guy in the back? Assaults have a range attack and a special attack. So let's just increase income level whenever possible. That will help us along in the future. Also, you have the specials, but I don't normally use them because they take up your... Whoa, it got really, really framey there for some reason. I really don't know what's going on there. Options. Quality got low. High. Show damage on. Showing damage can cause lag. Well, if it causes lag... Oh, show damage. Oh, that's helpful. I didn't know that. So yeah, there's a lot more strategy involved with this. Let's increase our income level again. And of course, the AI likes to spam. Um, see? Although I wish this guy in the back would like throw things. I really need more HP. I mean XP. That other thing that starts with P. But yeah, I played this game right after I quote unquote got over Flash games. Like I played the first one when I was like a kid, and I played this one much later when I was bored. Actually, I considered this for the show earlier, but as it turns out, I don't know why. Actually, I think it was just because I didn't feel I was professional enough to do it. But this game's been on my list for a very, very long time because it is just absolutely brilliant. Very well programmed and everything else. Whoa. Okay, so they just changed ages on me, and because I was demonstrating this, I couldn't do that. Well, that causes a slight minor setback. I'm usually good at these games. I'm just kidding. Well, not about the good part, but alright. So, we got some Spartans here. Yeah, I'm not gonna... Actually, I'm torn between whether I should cut or spoil. Or do like a, almost a solid LP of this. And actually which one would be like beneficial. What I really hate is you have to rebuy like the armored unit again, which can get kind of frustrating sometimes, but whatever. Also, like as I said, oh yeah, there goes zap. Thank you for wasting your mana, or excuse me. Yeah, I love the animation on this game. Needless to say, Spartans are one of the weakest. I actually like the assault guys much better in this age. I do apologize in advance though if I do decide just to keep going with this and not stupid dinosaur. Anyway, and like not cut. And it turns out this video is like really, really freaking long. But whatever, you know, that's just the nature of the beast. And quote Tony Stark in Northern Lion, that's how Dad did it, and that's how America does it. Man, it's worked out pretty good so far. Yeah, I've been watching a lot of Northern Lion. I suggest you check them out. What am I talking about? It's like I'm giving a suggestion to a friend. I have my own YouTube channel. Oh, man. See, this game, I highly recommend. It's very relaxing. Notice I'm not actually talking about all these things because I normally don't play these things. So let's check it out. Turret damage, turret range, armored armor. That sounds really redundant. Anti-armor armor. Oh, so that's called anti-armor. Yeah, sure, why not? We'll invest in some anti-armor armor, since those are my favorite units. As I've said, um, yeah, I like this little system up here of upgrades. What I don't like is that your special takes up XP. Okay, now we're in the Egyptian age, which makes no freaking sense, if you think about it. And may I introduce you to one of the most OP characters in the game, this guy. Also stupid, because, least favorite unit. Favorite unit, one of my favorite units at least, is on this thing. He's, these things. You know how terrible I am pronouncing things. That should have been obvious when I tried to pronounce that one YouTube user's name. Anyway, so we're gonna buy the chariot. Oh, these things are freaking awesome looking, first of all. Missed call. Sorry guys, taking care of business. Anyway, sorry. That was just Jack. Yeah, Jack and VR5 wanting to do something today. So sorry about that. Yeah, I'm not gonna edit this. I'm just really freaking. This game just really relaxes me. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's my ninja instinct that likes watching things kill other things and not having to do things. As I said, freaking love the designs in this game. Animation, stunning. Takes me away every single time. Especially, I just noticed this. Um, that little blood spurt. I mean, it's really cartoony. It's not like realistic looking. That's why I love these guys. They like push on till the end. But see if we can get to medieval. Medieval's really freaking weird. Um, can't get more of those dog guys. I mean, these guys should have been the armor, but whatever. The stupid. I hate the chariot is a little plain, but whatever. See, I find things new about this game every single time I play it. Like that thing looks freaking cool. I'm sorry if I'm gushing a little. Uh, I'm a little bit in love with this game. Okay, I thought I had enough. Um, I don't want to kill the enemy right now. That would be pretty stupid. Because then I wouldn't get to show you things. And I'm saying more times than Barack Obama. Sorry for that. This is an interesting one. The anti-armor is not purchasable. Griffin Knight. Quit saying Sume. Golly. Griffin Knight's least favorite. One of the least favorites. Ow, my head. Stop it. Stop. Stop it. It's not helping your case here. I'm just going to make archers. Because even though their picture looks dumb, they look cool. Quit saying golly. Uh, it's like I want to feel space with my mouth. I'm like, ugh. I'm not gonna waste my money on the mage. Honestly. Griffin Knight's pretty freaking cool. This guy not so much. I mean, look at that design. Good lord. I mentioned I love this game to death. If I was in the business of making a top 5, 10, whatever Flash game list, this would be on the list. This would be like, I don't know, I'm not going to spoil the list in case I decide to do it. Good idea, me. Footman, worthless. Archers, amazing. Uh, yeah, story of life right there. Although, one complaint, music's same annoying music as last time, but you can't fault them for having a formula. It's funny, the footmen are almost doing as much damage as the armor unit on this one. And we're gonna kill that guy right there. If you hear people, that's your imagination. Honestly. That is just your imagination. There are no people in this house besides me. What am I saying? I'm just like This game makes me ramble a whole freaking bunch. There's also that age-old problem with Age of War, ironically enough, that if you put it on easy, you get way ahead of your opposition. Love that animation, by the way. But that's okay. Like, now, I'm in the modern... Wait, did I say modern? No, Renaissance. This is the Renaissance. Got swordmen. I don't know why we didn't have... Oh, we had Griffin Knights. I'm regretting the decision not to edit this, but... Whatever, I gotta have an unedited thing around here eventually, right? Do you see why I hate the magicians? Cannons, though. One of my favorites. So, let's just spam some units in here. Ooh, like a guillotine. I like how they're waiting around damage. Not damage, animations. Kill that fool. Their waiting around animation is there, and that's nice. Cannons. I seriously beat the game with cannons once. Just spam cannons. You wanna beat this game fast? Spam cannons. In fact, I'm doing that right now. I mean, look at this. Like, this whole line can fire at you. That's what the magician does. He's cool, but I don't like him. And they can practically kill you before you even get there. I'm just hoping I don't win, because I want to show you the whole game. No more cannons. See? Good. I forced him to use the power-up. 11,000. Okay. Wait till the arrows stop falling. Drop some knights in here. Drop some knights in here. That's a phrase I did not expect to say today. Cannon. Favorite unit. One of them. I'm saying that a lot. I'm just going to say favorite unit of this age. And they're pretty freaking cheap. But in both senses of the word. Alright. We're in a modern era. Didn't take us too long. Machine gunner. They're way freaking behind, but because I have two cannons. And some machine gunners. I'm gonna beat them here, most likely. Probably not, though. Cannon's pretty weak, actually. That machine gunner. Infantry soldier. Grenader. I love the infantry soldier so much. Let's upgrade, get a tank. Also, let's upgrade our income level. Tank. Of course, take forever to build. I'm gonna win here. If all goes according to plan. Yeah, all's going according to plan. Oops. Sorry about that. Oh boy. That's what I get for being on this low difficulty. They're never gonna kill that tank. So, yeah. As I beat the game, it's time for the final verdict. I can't show you the last stage unless I edit. And I don't feel like it because there's a couple more ages, I believe, and I don't want to spoil it. So yeah, time for the final verdict.
So this game is freaking amazing. I love it. I love how you can, get your stats up. There's ways to upgrade your units without upgrading the whole age. I like the animation, as I've said. I freaking like the little counter that I just discovered. It's just an all-around good game. However, it does have its flaws. And I blame it on its predecessor. It uses the same music, and kind of the same, I hate to say this, although, like, some of the errors are bunched up, the further along you get in history, the more similar it will become. And in fact, some of the units are almost exactly the same. Also, the difficulty went down, unfortunately. The first game was pretty hard to beat, and I had to cut for you to see me beat the game. This one, I beat it in one sitting. So, I don't know, apples and oranges. Well, more like an apple-orange hybrid. Anyway, about that, it's just way better than the first one. The cool thing about this is not through my nostalgia goggles, if you remember from last time. By the way, the link will be in down there, if you haven't seen it. I don't care. So, I mean, I'm struggling on a rating here, because I remember rating the first one 5 out of 10. And since I said it was better, it has to be better, right? Well, here's the thing. The same flaws that brought down the first one still bring down the second one. I mean, it's like saying, which is the better prequel movie? It's the same flaws are just getting repeated. I would love to see this developer make a third one and make it like a Return of the Jedi thing where it's way better, but for now, that's all we got, and I guess it's kind of hard to work with the same material. That being said, I'm gonna give it like a... I struggle to say, 7 out of 10. Good solid 7 out of 10. I give my full recommendation. Go play this game if you have free time. It's like everything I review here. It's absolutely freaking free, so take advantage of that. I know I've said, whatever, but, just go for it. Yeah. What else was it? Oh yeah, news. So, we'll get to that after the credits. That's it for me. So my bag got stolen, and my gun. I don't think this is the work of the leader of darkness and boredom. It's not his style. So we need more research on this. Send out a probe.